ever lost anybody before, beloved? How are you living with it? What are some of the things you do? Kindly share with us in the comment section. And if it's about how we can live with grief. Yes, this is actually a very emotional topic for me to talk about because I have lost quite a number of people in my life. I have lost my mom, I have lost my best friend who was like a sister to me. I've lost students that I've taught, I've lost friends close to me, I've lost, the list continues. One way you can actually get to live with it is getting to talk about it. That is one thing I believe. When you talk about it, you are accepting the reality of what has happened. Okay, yes, it has happened. Fine, there's nothing I can do to bring the person back. So talking about it just helps you face that kind of reality of being in, or like dwelling in denial. So the more you talk about it, the more you accept it and the more you live with it. Because trust me, you can cry till River Volta gets full. You can go crazy, you can do a lot of crazy stuffs, but it is still there. At the end of the day, yes, the person is no more and there's nothing you can do about it. So talk about it. Talk to somebody. Share it with somebody as an experience. Let the person know it is something you went through at a point in time. No matter how vulnerable it makes you feel, talk about it. So a couple of years back, I lost my mom, and it was as a result of childbirth. She went into labor and she didn't come back home with her child, and that was how we lost her painfully, and there's nothing you can do about it. I didn't even know until like a week. I was having strange dreams here and there. I couldn't connect the dots because I wasn't in the country at the time, and so it was so difficult. Then finally, when I heard of it, I'm like, nah, this is not happening. It's not happening. I didn't believe my dreams. I didn't accept the truth. I wanted to come back to Ghana badly. I was distracted. I even had to leave my parents' place because it was a lot to take in. I thought getting distracted, overworking myself and stuff like that could solve or resolve or take away the pain, the void, everything, but it didn't. And as it is right now, anything that would bring back that memory makes me sad. It makes me devastated because it's a lifelong something. I'm dealing with it forever. I can't replace her, no matter who the person is. I can't stop thinking about the fact that, okay, when it's Mother's Day, I can celebrate the mom figure in my life. I can celebrate every when you have to. When you're emotional, let it, but be in control of that emotion. Okay, don't compress it. Don't feel like, okay, I'm going to look vulnerable if I show that kind of weak, like it's a sign of weakness if I'm seen crying or mourning or grieving or something. No. Let it out. Scream when you have to, cry when you have to, shout when you have to, hit something, hit your desk, hit your bed, hit the wall when you have to. Cry. It makes you feel free. It helps you let it go. It brings you that kind of it's as though, okay, I've done it all. There's nothing I can do again. Reason being that once you grieve, or when you are in that state of grieving, it breaks you up to new stuffs. It helps you discover new things about you. Okay, it helps you get to know something you have no idea like actually exists. So Jessica Oparisafo happens to be a YouTuber. I'm going to leave her link here to one of her videos, and you would notice that she never involved herself in biking until she lost her mom. And until she lost her mom, she didn't know she was a biker. It was that grief that broke her to discover that, because she wanted to get distracted. She wanted to do something. And trust me, distraction can never take that grief or that loss away, absolutely, but it helps you manage it. That's why I'm saying we don't deal with grief, we live with grief. Okay, we live with it. So it was until she lost her mother that she realized she was actually a biker girl. So that biker girl was within her until she lost her mom, and that is kind of quite positive. Okay, but then the negative aspect of being broken is when grief can help people become addicted to drugs, and people end up drinking to bed. People end up drinking just because they want to take away their sadness or grief or whatever it is. And we find that a lot in our local society, especially when it comes to the Ghanaian community. We see that a lot. People end up doing a lot of things, crazy stuff, and all of these things have physical, health, emotional, psychological effects. Okay, I hope you learned something, and I hope you are inspired and encouraged. Until my next video, don't forget to do you. And hey, please subscribe to my channel. Kindly share this to encourage or motivate or inspire somebody going through some form of grief, whichever way it is. let the person know that he or she isn't alone. We are all in this together, and we would go through together. We will definitely go through together. Peace, guys. Ciao.